We're back with the Weekend Roundup. Yeah, during the week, we talk about a lot of the things going on in the news, and some of them can be pretty maddening, pretty disheartening. But on Thursdays, we talk about what's coming up this weekend, so everybody knows exactly where they can go to have fun and raise their spirits. Well, unless you're doing the very first thing we're going to talk about, that is. Seems as though the city of Chattanooga wants public input on improvement planning in the 3rd and 4th Street areas. And they're having a meeting actually right now. So if this is something that you want to get involved with, you need to head over there right now to the UTC campus at the Tennessee room of the UTC University Center at 642 East 5th Street, which is kind of funny because they're talking about 3rd and 4th Streets and they're at the 5th Street address. Well, it seems as though they're doing another one of their charades. I mean, not charade, charrettes, where they're wanting people to come give them input so that they can do improvements in the area to 3rd and 4th Streets, especially where they come into Riverfront Parkway, and so that they can improve the area, improve access, and improve reducing traffic congestion, promoting pedestrian and traffic safety, and strengthening connectivity. In fact, they even have a website. It's 3rd, 4th Street Improvements.com. That's 3RD, 4TH, streetimprovements.com. And I actually went on there a little earlier, and folks, there was a whole lot of words and hardly any information. Even the map they had of the area was so blurry, you couldn't even hardly tell where it was supposed to be, and you couldn't enlarge it any. Well, of course, that's there again. That's what these charades, charrettes are all about, is where the city has in mind what they want to do, and they want to go through the charade of acting like they're getting public input. But if you think you do have anything interesting to add to that for them, just head on over there. They'll be doing that until 8 o'clock tonight. It's funniest when the funniest thing in town is not at the comedy catch, but it's at the city charrette. Anyway, going on from there, some things that are actually fun, some things that are actually uplifting going on tonight is they are starting off the Fireside at the Greenway Outdoor Music Series, which is going to take place on every Thursday in October out at Greenway Farms, which is at 5051 Gantor Road in Hickson. And they're going to be doing all sorts of interesting, fun-sounding things out there. I just wish the weather was a little bit better for them out there. But one thing, they're going to be having music around a campfire. That's why they call it the Fireside. And tonight, the series will be kicking off with bluegrass banjo player Randy Steele and friends, and it'll be going from 7 to 9 p.m. So you got a little bit of time if you want to get out there. And in fact, for the upcoming weeks, if you get out there early enough, if you're there between 6 and 7, you can actually canoe or stand-up paddleboard, or just play around a little bit right there at North Chickamauga Creek. So this is all being done by Outdoor Chattanooga. And next week, in fact, they're going to be having a special event, which will add the Great Community Campout amongst the options. So they'll not only be having the music around the campfire, but they'll be having the Great Community Campout. And it said that participants may arrive as early as 3 p.m. on October the 8th. And this will be possible because of the fall break by the Hamilton County Schools. So you don't have to worry about the kids. Participants will be able to set up a camp. Plus, they'll be able to do things like the canoeing, attending the music around the bonfire, actually having s'mores around the campfire, telescope stargazing, a fireside bedtime story, and just, all sorts of fun activities next weekend. Now, if you want to do the community camp out, you do need to do registration, and that is required by Monday the 5th. So to be able to do that, if you're interested, you just contact Outdoor Chattanooga at 423-643-6888. So they say that if you do go for that or for any of the other firesides at the Greenway Outdoor Music Series, it's a wise thing to take maybe like blankets or camp chairs, some marshmallow roasters, and you can even bring a picnic supper. So that sounds like a lot of fun. This is the right time of year for doing something like that. And this is a time of the year where in fact, I was reading somewhere that they said that this weekend is one of the most active weekends of the entire year for the Chattanooga area. I'm going to be hard pressed to get all this in just an hour. And of course, let's see, one of the big things happening is going to be the Three Sisters Festival. The Three Sisters Bluegrass Festival is going to be happening Friday and Saturday. And it'll be taking place down at Ross's Landing downtown. It'll be from 6 to 11 p.m. on Friday and noon to 10 p.m. on Saturday. And it is free. You can't get much better than that because they're going to be having all sorts of groups. They're going to be having, like, of course, our perennial favorites here at the station, the Dismembered Tennesseans. They'll be breaking open the pack there on Friday from 6 to 6:30. There'll be other groups like the Rail Splitters, Della Mae, Blue-tastic Fangrass, the Lone Mountain Band, and the Traveling McCoys, amongst others. So this is always a really great event, and being free, you can't get any better than that. They will have food and whatnot out there that you can buy, but if you are a bluegrass advocate, this is the place for you. Then, of course, going from there, another thing happening on Saturday, Wine Over Water. And they say that Wine Over Water is actually having a kind of special birthday. It's turning 21. There's been 21 Wine Over Waters. That's pretty impressive right there. A lot of festivals don't make it that far. And not only are they turning 21, but they're still going strong. After 2 decades of using wine and the beautiful views to celebrate and preserve the splendor of downtown Chattanooga, Wine Over Water could now legally buy a ticket to its own festival. So they said they've been making a lot of jokes about that. Well, on Saturday the 3rd, they will be raising more money to add to the $2 to $3 million that has been raised over the last 21 years to help fund Cornerstone's historic preservation and restoration operations. They've restored a number of historic buildings here in the Chattanooga area that would have been torn down otherwise. So that's a really good thing. That's one of the things I love about Chattanooga is the history that you not only can see in museums, but the history that you can see in daily life. They're anticipating a crowd of about 3,000 that will be going over the bridge over the Tennessee River, and they'll be listening to local music, local food, and of course, procuring samples of over 300 wines from over 100 different participating wineries. Now, it's not cheap. The tickets are $70 each, but it's an experience that very few people anywhere in the country will be able to ever match. And this will be from 5 to 8 p.m. on Saturday the 3rd, although check-in can begin as early as 3:30 p.m. at the southern entrance. That's the downtown side of the bridge. That's the Walnut Street Bridge. And so that's something that they normally sell out. They've only got so many tickets, and they normally tend to sell out of that. Let's see. And with October, the aquarium starts their month for the Oddtober celebrations. They're going to be having a number of different shows throughout the month, starting off with from October the 1st through the 10th, Super Strength. where they're going to be having special displays for mantis shrimp and super snappers. I'm kind of curious about that, super snappers. And it says that, of course, this is free with regular admission, which can be $30 for adults and about $20 for children. So let's see. Plus, they've always got their movies over there with the Flight of the Butterflies in 3D or the Hubble 3D program, which are also running just catty corner across the street from them. Yeah, let's see what else we got going. Ooh. The People's Diva, Renee Fleming, is going to be in concert with the Chattanooga Symphony Orchestra. So this will be pretty good. Opera singer Renee Fleming will take on not one, but two different conductors when she visits this coming Wednesday for a gala event with the Chattanooga Symphony and Opera. Of course, she's known as the People's Diva because she has been so in the public eye for quite a while. She not only does opera, but she's also done some forays into popular music. So in behest of that, they're going to be actually having two different conductors so that she can do both some opera and some more popular music. And that will be Wednesday at 7:30 on the 7th at the Tivoli. And admission starts at $75. So it ain't cheap, but that's actually, to see somebody of her stature, that's not a bad price. Well, we don't get to see Paul McCartney, but at the same time, we can hear his music. Paul McCartney, of course, was one of the most successful singer. No, it says he's the most successful singer-songwriter of all time. He's been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, both with the Beatles and as a solo artist. And it says he's among the top 40 most successful pop artists in ranking. Well, anyway, Robert Bernhardt, the Chattanooga Symphony's music conductor emeritus, says that he got a lot of inspiration from listening to Paul McCartney when he was young. And so he is actually going to come and conduct part of the show himself, where he will lead a CSO tribute to McCartney's career on Saturday, this coming Saturday, October 3rd. They said that Saturday's show, to be held again at the Tivoli Theater, takes its title, Live and Let Die, a tribute to the music of Paul McCartney, of course, from the 1973 James Bond movie by the same name. The show will feature songs from McCartney's career, both with the Beatles and with Wings, and his solo works. He said, Bernhardt said that all the pieces were chosen because of their easy fit with orchestral music. This will be, like I said, Saturday at 7:30 at the Tivoli, and prices range from $21 to $83. So, well, let's see what else is going on here. Native Sounds Festival. They're going to be having a Native American music festival out at Raccoon Mountain Caverns. It's going to be led by Gareth Lafley, who was a 2014 Native American Music Awards Rising Star winner. And this is going to be scheduled from 10 a.m. to dusk on Saturday at the Raccoon Mountain Caverns, which is, of course, over at 319 West Hills Drive in Chattanooga. So, of course, you could go to this early and still have time to scoot on down to listen to Paul McCartney. That'd be quite a switch up. Well, anyway, the celebration of American Indian music and culture will also feature performances by Daniel Begay, Jamie Russell, Jack Flute Holland, Gabby Nagel, and MC John Sorrentos. And they're also going to be having demonstrations and exhibitions. It says visitors should bring their own seating to view the performances on the outdoor stage. Tickets are $10, and the proceeds of this are going to help fund the Cherokee Heritage Museum and Cultural Center that will be built at the entrance to the Raccoon Mountain Caverns. So that's pretty cool. My wife is part Cherokee, and we've actually got CDs by several of those singers, or players, I guess you would want to say. So Let's see what else we got going on. A little bit more music here. We got so many different things going on in the area. Amongst them, at the Barking Legs Theater, they're going to be having Susan Alcorn, who's called the Pedal Steel Priestess, at 7:30 tonight. So you're going there, you better get a hurry on. Not much time left. And that will be at $10 tonight. And then Friday, they're going to be having the Floor is Yours at 8 p.m. for $5 admission. And then it's Sunday, they'll be having the Terry Fugate Memorial Orchestra and Pop-Up Record Store at noon, which is $10. And you know, the Barking Legs Theater is right over there off of Main and Dodds Avenue at 1307 Dodds. Let's see what else. Ooh, on Friday night, at the Camp House, which is at 149 East MLK, they're going to be having the Widow's Harvest Fundraiser Night. And there's no cover for that, but I'm sure they'll be asking for some donations. The Widow's Harvest is one of the charities here in towns that help elderly, especially elderly women who might be having trouble fixing up their houses and whatnot. And they're a really good charity. They do a lot of good work around town. So let's see. And of course, we don't just have music, and I didn't begin to touch all the music. In fact, if you've got some sort of music event that you want to promote, or any sort of event that you want to promote, you can always call the station here at 800-8949, and we will be glad to put it on the air for you. There again, that's 423-800-8949 here at Hot News Talk Radio, where we've always got you covered. Now, let's see. Eve Plume, who most people might better know as Jan Brady, the middle daughter, is going to be in town for the next several days, where she's going to be doing an art show, which is kind of interesting. She said in an interview that she got into doing art as a way to pass the time in between her acting jobs, and when she would be on set and just having spare time, it was a way of keeping her hands and mind busy. Well, anyway, she's going to be showing a number of her works, which are primarily oil paintings, and she's going to be having a reception following, from 6 to 8 p.m. today. And this is going to be at the Gallery 1401, which is at 1401 Main Street. And then she won't be there through November 4th, but the gallery show itself will be. So if you'd like to have a chance to meet Eve Plume and see her artwork, you need to get over there tonight at Gallery 1401 at 1401 Main Street. That whole area down there on Main Street has really been turned around. Boy, they've got so many new buildings and things going on over there. Let's see. Oh, they've got another gallery opening. Local artists will showcase some of their artwork in a show entitled Trees and Skies, a show of original art opening at Reflections Gallery at 6922 Lee Highway. The opening reception, which will include live music and refreshments, is scheduled from 4 to 7 p.m. So there ain't much time to get over there. Let's see. Be nice if we got a little bit more warning on some of this stuff. But anyway, the normal gallery hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the show will continue through Tuesday, January 5th. So even if you're not able to make the gallery opening itself, you can still make it by the gallery to see some of the works of art that they're doing and maybe take one home with you. Let's see. The Photographic Society of Chattanooga has started their new fall show called Fall Color in Action, which will be at the Blackwell Automotive establishment at 71 Eastgate Loop over at Eastgate Mall. It's kind of at the back of the mall on the opposite side of Walmart. And this will be through January the 15th. It's kind of an interesting building. On one side of the building, they've got cars being worked on, and on the other side of the building, they have an art gallery. So very interesting. But that's free to go in and take a look at. Let's see. Oh, here's an interesting one. There's actually a lot of different shows and whatnot, plays going on in the area. The Savannah Disputation is opening up the theater season up at Covenant College. The Covenant College Theater Department will open its season with Evan Smith's The Savannah Disruption, a comedy about imperfect faith in an imperfect world. Well, that kind of describes all of us a little bit, I think. But anyway, this particular play is set in Savannah, Georgia, and it's a one-act play that tells the story of two elderly Catholic sisters and the day their lives change when a fundamentalist door-to-door evangelist visits, and all sorts of things ensue. Now, let's see. In fact, on Saturday's presentation, there will be a panel discussion following the play. So that's kind of interesting. But anyway, they're having a preview today at 8 p.m., and then 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, the 2nd and 3rd, and then 8 p.m. on Friday, October 9th, and let's see, 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, October 10th. And this is up on Covenant College, which is at 14049 Scenic Highway, Lookout Mountain. And the preview tonight is $5, and the other performances will be $7 and $5 for adults and for children. So, college plays were always interesting to me. Let's see. Over at UTC Arena, this is next weekend, October 8th through the 11th. They're going to be having Disney on Ice. Let's celebrate. So tickets will start at $14 and go up from there. And if you want more information about the Disney on Ice and tickets, you can always go to tickettracks.com or to disneyonice.com. And that, of course, over at UTC Arena is at 720 East 4th Street. Let's see. Chattanooga Dances. Chattanooga Dances is a concert that will bring to a single stage several of the city's different nonprofit dance organizations and schools that maintain a full dance curriculum. These will be presented in 2 performances this week at the Center for Creative Arts at 1301 Dallas Road. It'll be 7 p.m. today and tomorrow. And let's see. Admission is $5. They'll be having troops from Ballet Tennessee, Barger Academy of Fine Arts, Movement Makers, Baylor's Verve, CCA's Project Motion, and the Chattanooga Ballet. So that there again, a lot of things ranging from ballet to modern to jazz dance. We'll be back with more Weekend Roundup following these commercial words.
Give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
Expect more on and off showers out there through the nighttime. Lots of clouds and fog as well. Lows cool into the upper 50s. For Friday, another wet day with areas of rain likely. High temperatures only to the lower 60s. Still unsettled with a few lingering showers and lots of clouds into the weekend. Did you know that you could purchase a home now with little or nothing down? Find your dream home in McBriar Realty. Call McBriar Realty at 706-657-2353 or McBriarRealty.com. And I'm WDEF News 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Hoare.
On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Costa, host of the Costa Report, every Sunday at 9 a.m. My guest this week was the former Secretary of Education, Mr. William Bennett, whose controversial new book titled America the Strong is getting ready to hit bookstores this month. Don't miss a thought-provoking one-on-one conversation with William Bennett this Sunday at 9 a.m. on the Costa Report, right here on AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
It's Rick Davis Golden Diamonds half-off remounting party going on right now. Rick Davis Golden Diamonds half-off remounting party is an affordable way to revitalize your jewelry. Don't miss the party going on today at Rick Davis half-off remounting party. Give your diamond ring a fresh new look or a new design, as Rick's Golden Diamonds will fix it quickly, or maybe even while you wait. Rick Davis Golden Diamonds, 40 years of service, 5301 Brainerd Road, 5301 Brainerd Road. Call 580-2587, 580-2587 for Rick Davis Golden Diamonds, an affordable way to revitalize your jewelry. The half-off party's going on today, so don't miss it at Rick Davis Golden Diamonds. Rick Davis Golden Diamonds, 5301 Brainerd Road. Call 580-2587. Rick Davis Golden Diamonds.
Tired of insurance companies? Tired of doctors that won't spend time with you? Do something different. Leave the sick care model of medicine and come to Dr. Danielle Mitchell, the Chattanooga Sports Institute and Center for Health, where we're interested in long-term health solutions, not the quick fixes. Come see me, Dr. Danielle Mitchell, at the Chattanooga Sports Institute and Center for Health. I'm all about the long-term healthcare solutions and doing what's best. On the web, you can find me at ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. That's ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. Or call us at 875-1005, 875-1005, or find us on social media, Facebook, Dr. Danielle Mitchell, or the ChattanoogaSportsInstitute.com. Let's go, ya!
Hey, all you gun enthusiasts! Carter Shooting Supply has just bought a crazy load of guns and is having a crazy huge sale event going on now. A huge inventory of Smith & Wesson, Glock, Ruger, and Taurus, all on sale. Taurus guns have a mail-in rebate for $25 to $50. All long guns and all ammo on sale too, just in time for hunting season. Come in and take advantage of this crazy huge sale event going on now at Carter Shooting Supply, or shop from home by going to cartershootingsupply.com. Highway 58, Harrison. Check our prices before you buy.
We've got a table here at Delia's in Saudi Daisy, ready to delight in a plate of authentic Mexican food. Delia's spreads a rich selection: loaded nachos, crazy chicken, homemade tamales, maybe the enchiladas with beef, chicken, pork, quesadillas. Every dish beautifully pictured on the menu to help us decide. Join us for lunch or dinner. We're at Delia's in Saudi Daisy on Dayton Pike near the Thrasher Light. Here's dinner. Delia's uses the freshest ingredients, cooked to perfection. Nachos, homemade. Delia's open every day except the Lord's Day. For lunch and dinner, treat yourself to Delia's genuine Mexican food. In Saudi, call 521-7145. That's 521-7145.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
News Talk 1240.
News Talk Radio. And we're back with Weekend Roundup, where we've got you covered. That's right. We cover the entire area on all the different festivals going on, all the different shows going on. And if we miss one, well, just give us a call at 800-8949. That's 423-800-8949, and tell us what we missed. We want to know. Because if we don't know, how can we tell everybody else? Well, of course, one of the things that's going on this weekend is Wings Over North Georgia Air Show. And this is going to be a huge show. This weekend's Wings Over North Georgia Air Show will fill the skies with acrobatic planes, vintage warbirds, and even modern high-powered military jets. But that's not all. Wait, you say, there's more? Yeah, there is, because they're also having a barbecue cook-off. That's you know, you got to figure out which way are you looking. Are you looking up or down, up or down? Well, coming to the grounds at Rome's Richard B. Russell Regional Airport, visitors will be seeking out some of not only the nation's best barbecue pit masters, but also the Charlie Daniels Band and some of the world's most famous horses like the Budweiser Clydesdales. I mean, this is just crazy how much they've got going on there. And this is only a 2-day extravaganza. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday, October 3rd and the 4th. And they're going to be having things from military and civilian aircraft, such as the new U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor, the FA-18 Hornet, even the U.S. Marine Corps' MV-22 Osprey. I've seen a lot of planes, but I have yet to see an Osprey. I'm going to have to head over there just to see the Osprey. Then they've also got some World War II planes, such as the F-4U Corsair, you know, the one that was shown in the TV show The Black Sheep. And then you've also got a P-51D Mustang. Then you've also got the Geico Skytypers. They'll be doing some skywriting with a little bit different technique they call Skytypers. Well, anyway, opening ceremonies will start at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday with the hitch team of the Clydesdales and their famous red wagon parading along the flight line. In fact, the all-inclusive admission on Saturday is $25 for ages 18 and up and $20 for ages 6 through 17, or for military, fire, and police personnel. Now, Sunday is a little bit cheaper because they're not going to be having quite as much stuff going on Sunday. They're going to have all the airplanes. They're going to have the air show. But what's going to be missing? Well, the Charlie Daniels Band. They're going to be playing on Saturday night at 7 p.m., which will be after some different groups like the Georgia Blues Brothers and the Ladies for Liberty. The Ladies for Liberty are a Andrews Sisters style trio. So, and then it will wrap up with a fireworks tribute at 8:30. But meanwhile, on both Saturday and Sunday, they're going to be having a Smoke and Thunder Barbecue Classic, where they'll be having a bunch of different people out there competing for not one, but 2 different prizes in barbecue, with prize purses exceeding $25,000. So that's really unique to have both the barbecue and the air show. So again, it's Saturday and Sunday down in Rome, Georgia. And this is the time of year for festivals. They've got festivals all throughout the area. They're going to be having like the Autumn Children's Festival at the Tennessee River Park over at 4301 Amnicola from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday and 1 to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Free admission both days, although some activities do have a small charge, 25 cents. And this is going to be a variety of children's games to benefit the Ronald McDonald House. Let's see, down in Boaz, Alabama, they're having the Boaz Harvest Festival down in Highway 168 in Boaz. They're going to be, and it is free, and it's from 8 a.m., starts at 8 a.m. Central Time, both Friday and Saturday, and they're going to have more than 400 food and craft vendors in the street and an antique car show. Oh, let's see, here's another one. Culture Fest. Well, they're going to be having Culture Fest at the Chattanooga Market. Of course, we always know what they're doing there. We'll actually, let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they'll be having, of course, the Chattanooga Market at its regular time from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday down there at, First Tennessee Pavilion, where admission, as always, is free. Well, the Culture Fest is going to be showing some of the different cultures that people have come from to move here to Chattanooga. They're going to be having over 52 different countries represented, including Burundi, Mexico, Peru, the Philippines, Cuba, the Koreans, Mexico again, the Indian Association of Chattanooga, and just, more and more. I mean, they've got a whole lineup of different things that people from different nations are going to be doing, while at the same time, you can shop for food, arts, and crafts. So let's see what else we got going on. Oh, over at the Georgia Winery over at 6469 Battlefield Parkway over in Ringgold, from noon to 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, they're going to be having a live grape stomp festival with craft and food vendors and live music and an I Love Lucy lookalike contest. You say, I Love Lucy lookalike contest? What's that got to do with grape stomps? Well, of course, one of the very best episodes was where Lucy and another lady get into a grape stomp off on one of the shows, and it was true, full-blown Lucy. So, in fact, I have a feeling they might even be reenacting that a little bit out there. And that's going to be, like I said, from noon to 5:30, and it's $10 admission. And there are hay rides and kids' activities also. Oh, let's see. Oh, they're having a pumpkin festival, not pumpkin, a pumpkin festival over in Saudi Daisy. It'll be down at 9835 Dayton Pike up at Saudi Lake, and it'll be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday, and it's free, and they're going to be having a 5K and a 1-mile fun walk and games, crafts, and entertainment. Let's see. And let's see, some of the ongoing things they're going to be having around the area are going to be the National Southern Gospel and Harvest Festival at Dollywood, which isn't right around the corner, but hey, it's still a good day trip, because if you go there, it's going to be all day you going anyway. But tickets can range from $57 and up, where they'll be having gospel acts and craftsmen from across the nation all month long. Let's see. And then they're going to be having a Rocktoberfest up at Lookout Mountain for the Rock City. It'll be 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. each Saturday and Sunday in October, where they will be having a full-blown German food extravaganza because of Oktoberfest. Let's see. So they're going to be having, each Saturday and Sunday through October 25th, visitors to Lookout Mountain in Rock City will be able to do things like tap their toes to the music of the Worst Brats and the Music Meisters, and you can watch German dancers or even get in on the fun with some of the polka lessons. The Big Rock Grill will serve bratwursts, beer, cheese, soup, German chocolate cake, and other German-themed cuisine. So just all sorts of fun there, where you can have an Oktoberfest celebration every weekend. And all of that's included with a standard admission to Rock City. Let's see what else they got going. Let's see. Some of the other, I don't know if you'd really call it a festival or not, but it's definitely an attraction. When you start thinking October, you can't help but start wondering about Halloween. And a lot of the Halloween attractions around the area are starting this weekend. They're going to be having like the Blowing Screams Farm down in Flintstone, Georgia, where during the rest of the year, it's known as the Enchanted Maze for Rock City at 271 Chattanooga Valley Road in Flintstone. And beginning Saturday, then every Friday and Saturday in October, they're going to be having a number of different things where the tours start at dark and go till, it says you must be in line by midnight for the last entry. So, that's late. They'll be having things like a 30-foot culvert slide on a 3-story tower where each group receives a red LED light to light the way as they go through the haunt. Theme features include an alien world where light is dim and dark creatures lurk everywhere. And admission is $16. Let's see. And then over in McDonald, Tennessee, they've got the Haunted Barn, where from 7:30 to midnight on Fridays and Saturdays through October 31st, they will be having a 16-room attraction and dark maze. They will also be having a bonfire and Jeepers Creepers everywhere. There's going to be a $20 admission on that one. Let's see. Ruby Falls. They have their Haunted Cavern every year, and it opens with a freak parade at 7:30 p.m. each Friday through Sunday in October, plus Thursday, October the 8th. So that's this next coming Thursday. It will be a special one day because, of course, the schools are going to be out, where you can confront deadly creatures of the night inside the cave. So admission starts at $17 and goes up depending upon the day. Let's see, you've got the Haunted Hilltop over at 8235 Highway 58 from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays through October 31st, where they will be having a huge haunted house complete with a hayride through the woods. They have at least 50 live actors each night to go through the maze, a cemetery, a cornfield. They even have an outdoor movie, bonfires, and concessions. They've added a new vortex tunnel and more state-of-the-art animatronics and props. And you can do all of that for just $20. And again, that's out off of 8235 Highway 58. $20. Wow. Let's see. Oh, and of course, you've always got Lake Winnipesaukee. Always get a kick out of saying that. Well, Lake Winnipesaukee, which is, of course, at Lake Winnipesaukee Amusement Park over in Rossville, Fridays and Saturdays through October 31st from 6 o'clock to 11 p.m. will feature haunted houses, magic shows, and an hourly parade, in addition to the normal rides. So admission is $23 online or $25 at the gate. And just in case you have some little four-legged friends that are tootling along with you, you can always go to the Bark in the Park. This is a free event for dogs and their owners, which includes a spooky pooch parade. They're going to be having pet adoption groups and Girl Scouts collecting pet food for rescue organizations. And this is being at Heritage Park at 1428 Jenkins Road on October the 10th. So that's not this weekend. It's on October the 10th. But something fun to do with your dog. How cool is that? Well, let's see. Cloudland Canyon State Park. You know, that's one of the neat things about some of the different state parks around here. They've always got something going on year round. And over here at Cloudland State Park this coming Saturday, in fact, every Saturday through the 31st, they're going to be having hay rides followed by s'mores and hot dogs around a campfire from 2 to 6 p.m. Rides leave on the hour, and that's a price of $5 for adults and $3 for children. And, of course, Cloudland Canyon is at 122 Cloudland Canyon Park Road up at Rising Fawn, up on top of the mountain. Let's see. DeSoto State Park on tomorrow, Friday, October the 2nd. Campfire Talk, Turkey Creek Nature Preserve at 7 p.m., where manager Charles Yeager will tell stories of the preserve and bring along some of the scaly inhabitants that you might see out there. And then let's see, on Saturday the 3rd, blacksmith forging demonstrations from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., where they will show you how to heat and shape metal the old-fashioned way. And again, that's down in Fort Payne, Alabama at 7104 DeSoto Parkway. And let's see. And, of course, our friends over at the Saudi Daisy Hiking Club, they've always got their the twice-weekly hikes. Well, this week, they're going to be meeting at the Fall Creek Falls Strenuous 8-mile meet at the Durham Street parking lot in Saudi Daisy at 9 a.m. And on Tuesday, October the 6th, they'll be having a river walk from the Chickamauga Dam to the wetlands and back, which is an easy 5 to 6 miles. And they say meet at the Chickamauga Dam parking lot at 9 a.m. And, of course, they always encourage anybody going out to have proper shoes, proper clothing, bring some water, and maybe a snack, depending upon how long you expect to be out. So never go hiking by yourself. Always let people know where you're going. Let's see. They're also going to be having a Chattanooga hiking club meet at Lula Lake Land Trust this Saturday at 10 a.m., which is an easy 4 to 5 miles from the Lula Lake entrance. So if you have any questions about that or interested in going, just go to chathiking.com. That's ChatThiking, chathiking.com. And the Lula Lake, if you've never been up to Lula Lake, it's a very unique area. They don't open it up all the time, so it's very quiet, very pristine. It's an interesting area to go get a good firsthand look at Lula Lake and the Lula Lake waterfall. So let's see. And like I said, we just touch upon it. We can't even begin to talk about all the different things that happen in this area. So if you know of something going on in the area that we have not touched, give us a call here at the station, 800-8949, because if we don't know about it, we can't tell you about it. Well, getting to a couple of items in the news. Of course, everybody's been hearing a lot about how John Boehner has been expecting to leave his post. Well, now that Boehner's going, a lot of people are trying to get Mitch McConnell to follow his lead and also leave, because a lot of people have seen both Mitch McConnell and John Boehner as obstructionists for the Republican Party. In fact, a lot of people say that they're both really good rhinos, Republicans in name only, because they basically do whatever the Democrats want them to do. Well, seems as though we've got a rhino in our own backyard. Yes, folks. Seems as though just days after Senator Cruz criticized his party's leadership for surrendering to President Obama, those GOP leaders have exacted their revenge on Cruz. It's nothing like petty politics. I mean, Cruz made promises. These people made promises. He upheld his end of the deal. All he expected for the Republican leadership to do was what they said, which a lot of them, failing to cowboy up, failing to stand up for what's right, failing to uphold their promises, have totally abandoned America. The Senate voted Monday on a continuing resolution with taxpayer funding for, among other things, Planned Parenthood. Well, Ted Cruz attempted to offer an amendment ending all federal funding for America's largest abortion provider. The amendment also cut off money to implement the Iranian nuclear deal. But in a departure from Senate custom, a quartet of Republican leaders blocked the senator from even being able to vote on his own amendment, which is just totally unheard of. In fact, they loudly voted against bringing Cruz's amendment to the floor even. And those four Republican leaders were, of course, not to be, it would be, of course, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Okay, well, yeah, you can kind of see him backing down, Whip John Cornyn. Yeah, okay. Thad Cochran, who you remember Thad Cochran was only elected in Mississippi with the help of people like Bob Corker, who torpedoed a good Republican by helping Thad Cochran get votes from Democrats, crossover votes from Democrats who were not even legally supposed to be able to vote for him. And, of course, our own rhino, in fact, the rhino king of our area, Lamar Alexander. That's another one I wish would go. In fact, all four of those just need to go away. If they're not going to be a Republican, just go away. If you can't do the job right, go away. Well, after Cruz was stymied, the Senate proceeded to vote on a motion 77-19 to advance the current government spending bill, which funds federal operations through December the 11th, including for Planned Parenthood, which, of course, performs an abortion about every 90 seconds on average and is embroiled, of course, in a scandal stemming from a series of undercover videos. Well, last week, Cruz told the Daily Signal that congressional Republicans were failing in their quest to end taxpayer funding for Planned Parenthood because GOP leadership had signaled its unwillingness to challenge Obama on the issue. And that includes Lamar Alexander. In a lengthy speech Monday, Cruz accused his own party of adopting tactics employed by Democrat Harry Reid, the former Democratic majority leader, against a fellow Republican. I wonder how many of them remember the 11th commandment that Reagan talked about. Don't talk bad about other Republicans. In fact, senators on this side of the aisle stood up over and over again and said it's an abuse of process. But as soon as Mitch McConnell became majority leader, he's fallen right in line and is doing the same exact things that Harry Reid did. Cruz called the move an unprecedented procedural trick and vowed to offer the amendment again on Tuesday when the senator votes on final passage of the government spending bill. I encourage those watching to see, number one, when this motion is offered again and who shows up to offer a second. One of the ways you avoid accountability is you somehow are somewhere else doing something else really, really important instead of actually showing up to the battle that is waging right here, right now. And that is so true. They make promises and make promises to get elected, Lamar, and then don't even bother to show up. Well, it wasn't my fault. Yeah, it was. You broke your promise. Go away. Cowboy up for a change, Lamar. Cowboy up. We'll see you tomorrow.